Picks, props, and predictions back at you here on a fall-like Thursday in the Hammer, and I'm sure in other places in Canada as we approach the Thanksgiving Day long weekend. Happy Thanksgiving to all. Of course, this is for entertainment purposes only. Please play responsibly. Know your limits. 1-2 last week for me. Now 8-5 overall in Triple P. I had the Ticats plus 4.5 against the Bombers. That did not happen. Brady Oliveira plus 60 rushing yards easily tapped that number, and Shamar Bridges predicted that he would break the CFL's rookie receptions record. Unfortunately, a quad injury will keep the Rookie of the Year candidate, in my opinion, of the Ticats on the sidelines for the rest of the season. So let's get to it. Picks, props, and predictions. We're going to start with our pick of the week, and it comes with the first game of the week for the Canadian Football League Friday night in Winnipeg. It is the 8-7 Argos coming up a bye week to take on the 10-6 Blue Bombers. Winnipeg minus 3.5-point favorites. Toronto, both teams have a lot to play for. Toronto can clinch a playoff spot with a win or a tie. A win would vaunt them into second place in the East. A Winnipeg win clinches the West Division title for the Blue Bombers and thus hosting the Western Final in a few weeks' time. I'm going to go with the Bombers to cover a 2.5 alternate spread. It's paying minus 188 at most sports books. I see this being a very close game, probably maybe even a walk-off field goal, back and forth, probably both teams taking the lead, maybe even into the fourth quarter. Should be a fun game to watch in Winnipeg Friday night. I'm going with the Bombers to cover minus 2.5. With the NHL season on the way, we got to dabble in a little stick and puck, and why not make this part of Triple P today? Maple Leafs winless in the Auston Matthews captaincy era. I know it's only one game. Poppy had 6 shots on goal against the Montreal Canadiens on Wednesday. Toronto, though, held scoreless for the first time since November 20th, 2021. Toronto is in New Jersey Thursday night. Yeah, they're starting off the season with a back-to-back facing off against former head coach Sheldon Keefe. Emotions should be a little high, at least. Matthews shot on goal for this game. The prop is plus 4.5. You can bet over or under that number. Take any kind of shots on goal that you'd like. He had 6 shots on goal Wednesday night. He averaged 4.57 last season, the third most shots on goal in the league. The Devils allowed 29.8 shots on goal per game last season. They were tied for 15th with Toronto. I like the number. It's plus 100 over 4.5 shots. I'll take Auston Matthews on the over 4.5 shots Thursday night against the New Jersey Devils. To the prediction we go. And I know a lot of Buffalo Bills fans are eagerly anticipating their Monday night matchup against the New York Jets. The Bills favored by 2.5. Both teams have lost 2 in a row. The Jets coming back from London, where they lost against Minnesota. They just fired their head coach, Robert Saleh. This game opened as a pick'em and went as high as Bills minus 3.5. My prediction is this. The team that wins this game, and I know there's still a long way to go, but the team that wins this game will eventually win the AFC East. Forget about my Dolphins. Good luck next year, hopefully Patriots. I say the Bills win this game. Bills money line minus 142. I know Bills Mafia will be happy with that pick. Let's get to rapid fire NFL picks here on Picks, Props, and Predictions. Last week went 10-4 overall, 53-25 on the season. Week 6 is here. San Francisco beats Seattle. Chicago gets by Jacksonville. Tampa Bay upends the Saints. Green Bay over Arizona. Indianapolis takes down Tennessee. Philadelphia beats Cleveland. Houston over New England. Baltimore takes out Washington. Denver gets by the Chargers. Pittsburgh beats the Raiders. Atlanta over Carolina in a great divisional matchup. We have Detroit beating Dallas. This should be a slobber knocker. Cincinnati over the Giants. And as you already heard, Buffalo beats the Jets on MNF. Ticats next play Friday, October the 18th. They're at home against the Calgary Stampeders. Kickoff is at 7 at Tim Hortons Field. If you've not gotten your tickets in what could be the final, or it will be the final game of the regular season and maybe even of the season for the Ticats, that's going to be a big game and really a salute to the fans as the Ticats host the Stampeders Friday, October the 18th. Fifth quarter show will launch at about 10 p.m. that night. Again, happy Thanksgiving weekend in what has been a challenging year for me, and I know many of you out there. I think we all have a little bit to be thankful for and grateful for this Thanksgiving weekend. Enjoy it with family and friends if you can. Thanks for subscribing. Spread the news to your friends that the fifth quarter show is back on YouTube. Hit subscribe, hit that notification bell. Oski wee wee.